take it away.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Spaceships and Squids here on Dungeons & Dating Sims, a group of mostly queer, partially disabled friends sitting down and playing some very chaotic Dungeons & Dragons.
Ding ding ding.
I can already tell the chaos meter is going to be high if you can't tell by Briar's McDonald's cup in their chalice.
I'll bet.
Wait, is that the BTS McDonald's cup or no? It looks purple, that's why I asked.
Is it what?
Is it the BTS McDonald's
Is
cup?
it the BTS meal? You have to check.
No, Hurt.
Alright, cool. It's just purple. Never mind.
It's just purple.
You're so valid.
Fuck, dude, I'm purple.
God, okay. So, okay, Briar, if you could be so kind as to do a where we last left off, because I'm a dumbass who forgot to get out their dice.
Yes, I gladly can.
Oh,
So, last we left off, the party landed on the planet of Otara. Mostly searching for just some fun to have. Karasi wanted to see her girlfriend again. You know, as you do. So the party made their way up to their house and interrupted what looked to be family breakfast, and funny enough, joined them after spending a good minute determining who the fuck is sitting where. Everybody ended up sitting and eating breakfast. Some people were a little bit more uncomfortable than others. Some people were just sitting there being a fucking menace at a zero.
Some people were quite a bit more comfortable than others.
Alright.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
You stop
That was-
that right now.
Eventually the
You were
head
part of it.
Horace and his wife Otara ended up leaving the table, leaving their three of their apparently 4 children at the table with the party. And yeah, once the parents left, it was then mimosa time, courtesy of Azire. And then also courtesy of Azire was some Fade to Black fun with Azire, Val, and the twins, Phobos and Deimos.
Oh no, there's 2 of them.
Oh yes.
I met 2 of them doing the fuckboy face.
Now there's 3 of them.
No!
Behave.
I will bonk you.
Eventually the
threatening
party.
with a good time.
Eventually, Nashira remembered she had a gift for Karasi, and the party ended up following her down to her little laboratory area.
Yeah.
And while Nashira was distracted giving Karasi her gift, Horquim and Beast came up with a lovely distraction, setting off a smoke bomb on Nashira's lab station. Well, Horquim stole the most expensive item he could in the room, which happened to be a very ornate dagger, which he has not had the chance to identify yet.
Well, he's had the chance to identify, he hasn't had the chance to attune to it.
No, he hasn't had the chance to identify. He hasn't identified it yet.
Okay, maybe not in this timeline yet, but I know he's...
Didn't he have
Farida do it?
Unless we did that like after, then yeah.
Farida did it while everyone was looking at books.
Poor
Yeah.
Farida.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
So
we love
Farida
Farida in
identified
this
it,
house.
so he just hasn't had the time to sit and attune to it.
Yeah.
It's menacing. But the party eventually, once Nashira ushered everybody out of the lab to go out of the lab because the smoke bomb, while she cleaned it up, everybody made their way to the library. And some people found some books that were a little bit more interesting than others. Karasi wanted to do research on the mysterious god that has come to her. She wanted to do a little bit of research on that, wanted to try and find some more information about her past. Everybody else was also searching around for information when Vise found a very interesting book and brought it to Idris's attention. A book on the Lockmont history, which I do not remember the title. Travis, you never sent it to me, it's fine. But that began some interesting research. And that was where we ended, with everybody continuing their research, some more than others.
Thank you, Briar.
Just a question. Which language was it? Was it Infernal that Frosty mastered?
Deep speech.
Deep speech.
Deep speech. I feel like I keep asking that. I am putting that in Din Beyond. Where did you go?
Din Din Beyond.
Yes, Din Beyond.
Oh yeah, because you just finished. You just finished your. You just finished your Duolingo lessons last session.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. The Duolingo owl had mercy on my soul. Okay, deep speech. There we go. Alright.
Cool. So we're if I recall correctly, I think we had last session. I was gonna have Val look some things up in the library.
Yes.
Yeah, we're leaving off. We're continuing with Azire and Val just being like, "Hey, what you guys up to?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Azure
we
Val
can,
and finishing Idris's.
yeah, so we can pick up there. I don't know who wants to start, but
Well, Val, since you brought it up, yeah, I was right. What were you looking for?
so did we establish how much Val knows about the Flask of the Pestilent?
You know
Just
it's
like
you know it's evidently something from Talona.
yep.
Josh, I'm going to kill you. You know it's something from Talona. And otherwise you don't know a whole lot about it.
Okay, so he has used it before. Obviously, he's used it for stuff, and like per the Snime line, the snake timeline, he obtained it. I don't know how much the party knows about how he got it, but so he got it when he was around 200, when that was that whole thing happened. So he's had it about 50 years, and it's just has never gotten around to actually like finding out more about it. So.
Fair.
I think honestly, what's more important is he knows how to use it. He knows it's related to Talona. I think I'm gonna have Val try and see if he can learn more just like about Talona. I guess just like specifically like how he could like possibly contact her and figure out like why this got to him, because very obviously like this isn't something you just find. Like he found it he came into possession of it for a reason.
No,
Yeah.
he know.
Alright, so if you would be so kind as to roll a investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh, okay, so this is I have a +0 modifier on this. This is potentially ugly. No, but please God, anything but a nat 1. That's a 5.
You. Oh no.
Okay. So first question is, do you speak deep speech?
Wait, hold on.
I do not speak deep speech.
Well, there's your fucking problem.
So I speak Abyssal, Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Infernal.
Yeah, this would be your issue. You do not speak deep speech, and thus what book titles you can read are very unhelpful. There are a couple books on like gods of the multiverse, and you find mention of nothing that you didn't already know. You know, she's a goddess of disease and poison. She's generally seen as pretty evil. Like there's that.
I have to learn fucking deep speech in order to do this, I swear to God.
And that's about it. So
I can also help teach you.
Just say any one of y'all mind translating some of these for me? Give me a little bit of a hand here. I don't know how that would work, but like
Okay.
I don't know.
Is
Question.
Val with
Who's
everyone
helping?
else?
Somebody
Who's
can
helping
like
Val?
like
So then
hit
I've
me with
mastered
some
it.
Well, let me check something.
comprehend languages or some shit. I don't know.
I was actually gonna, but the range on comprehend languages is self, not touch.
So wait, do I have it? No, I don't have it. I don't have it. Oh, no, I could have taken it too. That's a paladin spell, I think. I could have taken that.
Rip.
Well, since Karasi just learned it, she could probably help. Is this happening within vicinity of the rest of the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all in the library as far as I know.
Yeah. So
I thought we were
alright.
like in separate
Whoever
sections.
Whoever has a higher investigation bonus, roll again with advantage.
Hi.
That's probably going to be Karasi.
What's your
That's-
investigation?
+6.
Plus 8.
Damn it.
Okay, so what's yours doing?
Damn it.
Alright, fine. You
Once
take it. You
again,
do the
Val
cool
turns
thing.
to his sugar
I mean, you
tiefling.
can. I mean, you can. I will. I'll absolutely like go ahead if you want.
I wanna
Sugar.
try.
Sugar teeth.
Okay.
God damn it.
Yes, Val will once again turn to the sugar tiefling, who points at Karasi.
Yeah.
So Karasi, if you'd be so kind as to roll with advantage.
Cool. Okay.
Dude, if this still doesn't work, I have a backup plan, which, you know, probably isn't any better, but I have a backup plan that
That is a
actually probably
21.
more likely to work.
Okay.
Nice.
So with Karasi's help, you do find a book that is just, for some reason, there's like 3 volumes of the, like you saw in the sort of general section where you were finding books on gods, there were these books with 3 volumes, which Karasi translates good gods of the multiverse, neutral gods of the multiverse, evil gods of the multiverse. So the ones that are generally viewed as good versus neutral versus evil.
Mm.
You know, like, you know, god of the harvest versus goddess of death versus goddess of disease and poison. There's a fairly clear definition here. And so Karasi pulls the book, the last book, and opens it and pulls it to a section on Talona, where you find that her colors are mostly green. A lot of her offerings involve poison. Some of the things that, like, people who are the few people that are followers of her in any way other than basically paying off the mob, would do is, like, ingest small doses of poison to gain immunity to it. And that sort of ilk, but otherwise you don't really, but otherwise it is unhelpful as to what you're looking for, since you are looking for a way to contact her. You don't find anything on that.
Okay, I do have a backup plan for that, but I'll do that later. I don't have
Okay.
to do that now, because that doesn't require the library.
Okay, so who's next?
Well, that's unhelpful.
Yeah, sorry about
okay.
that.
How do I do that if I can't be poisoned?
Beats me.
Because Val is immune to poison.
Well, even if he's immune to poison, he should still be able to ingest it in order to, like,
Yeah,
as
I
an
mean, he
act
can-
of reverence.
I
As
mean,
an
he
act
could
of
he could he
reverence.
could ingest his own poison. He just drink his own spit, basically.
Val would be into that.
Gross.
You
No.
stop that right now.
Ash,
You stop
no.
that right now.
God.
Mature
okay.
themes, everyone. Mature themes.
God, okay.
Mature
Anyway.
themes for dumbasses.
Yes.
Idris, what were you looking for in that wonderful book of Lockmonts?
Let me go check.
Yeah, you detailed the questions to me, and here
Yeah.
I am with the answers.
Ooh, okay.
Fucking
So-
book title.
What?
What?
That's right.
Beg your pardon? What'd you say?
Book title.
Book title.
Oh.
Let's see, did I put it in DM Zone, or did I put it
No.
elsewhere? No.
Not in DM zone and it's not in 33%.
I thought I put it in
It was?
33%.
Was it mentioned, or is this just not a name?
No, there
Was
is a name.
mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, it is in 33%. It is called A Biography of Necromancers, an investigation of the now extinct Lockmont line.
Thank you.
So, to start, Idris has so far met 2 of these Lockmonts.
3,
Um,
actually.
You stop that. I'm not supposed to know about that yet.
You've met Karis Lockmont, you've met Robin Lockmont, and you've met Aaron Lockmont.
Have they met Aaron yet?
Aaron was the first Lockmont they met, running into the store. Yeah.
Oh, right.
She's still a child, but like,
Yeah.
I wasn't counting the child.
She's still a
Still a
Lockmon! She's
Okay,
also the
I guess
most
it's not.
dangerous Lockmon.
Anyways,
Essentially.
Well, currently alive, the most dangerous Lockmon.
I gotta disappear for a sec. I'm still listening though.
Okay.
Y'all keep
Okay.
going.
It just has questions. These questions include, so she's met 3, and honestly, this ratio of family names to people in the galaxy has her kind of thinking face. So, she is going to dip into the family history in general, find something to the effect of what's the general family vibe? She's run into 3 so far in the entire galaxy, and one of them has managed to survive a shitstorm somehow. And she is, and just a quick reminder for everyone, Idris is not at all suspicious of this. Idris thinks it's pretty cool, and is admiring that fact. And Idris wants to understand.
So
I'm not necessarily looking for exact things, but like the vibe. What is the vibe?
So the vibe of the family is, for quite a while, the main family in itself was a scourge. It was, it was what you would consider like a whole group of bandits camping outside of a town. They're there, they're annoying, and they can be dangerous, but usually they weren't. Just out of lack of numbers.
Sense an until. Not gonna lie, I sense an until.
Until what would be considered as like the second era of the family began, with the birth of a young child whose name is still unknown and lost to the ages. The person who wrote this book couldn't dig it up. And even after going through tomb after tomb and ruin after ruin, they just couldn't dig it up. And this is the chapter that you first opened the book to, the birth of the Archlich. This one individual single-handedly took the family from an annoying pest at the side of the road to a line of dark mages that would make any, mustache twirling villain proud.
Very cool. Okay, that's Idris's response. Captain Idris looks at this and goes, this point, could I try to roll, I guess, a charisma check for, because it was a charisma roll last time. I would like to roll to see if Idris is still sus about Karis and Robin and Aaron after finding out this information.
That would be...
That was a wisdom saving throw at first. This would be... Okay, what? Hold on a second. Give me a hot fucking second. What?
It's hot second summer.
Okay. So math. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Briar. That would be an insight roll.
Insight. It's me.
You're basically insight checking yourself.
Exactly.
Like, looking back on this information with what I know now,
16.
Yeah, everything seems fine. You're guessing that they all just kind of, if they're part of this line that you're looking at, they all just broke away from what the Lockmoths were known to do. Like, Robin is still a necromancer, but
Yeah.
he's evidently not an evil one.
Necromancy isn't inherently evil.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Kind of in the same sort of like vibe checking the family. In later chapters, scrolling through, you do find that there is actually one kind of lesser branch to the side that did break away from the main family, and the first of those was named Ulrich.
Alright, okay.
And he basically stood up and said, "You know what? What we're doing isn't right. Fuck this. I'm leaving." And he left. Something, blah, blah, blah. There's a little excerpt from, an ancient history book that, basically quoted Ulrich for saying, as long as one of my blood lives, no undead creatures such as foul as our own would stand. And then that line just kind of disappears for a couple hundred years.
Do you guys like it? Very cool.
Let's see, let me remind myself of the other things you were asking about.
Yeah, I pulled up that list too.
Okay.
It's mostly just vibe check and comparing the vibe check from the book with the vibe check I got from the actual Lockmoths I met.
You can find the most recent information in this book about the Lockmont family is talking about a young man named Henry and his participation in various wars across one planet. And it does have a footnote about various indiscretions.
Bro, the smile you have on your face is terrifying.
Oh, I simply know
Love
things about the
indiscretions. I like indiscretions.
Now, one final thing that you notice as you're kind of flipping through is there is about a 40-page chapter towards the center of the book. And for a 900-page book, that's not a big chapter. But it's still rather hefty because this book is written in like size 9 font.
Oh, so it's written like a Bible. It's got
Yeah.
onion skin pages with the tiny font, and
Yep.
it's still huge.
Yep. So you find like a 40 to 60-page excerpt that is talking about the curse. And kind of in the first pages, you see like, so in the beginning, of course, there's the Archlich that inevitably raised the family up to new heights. This chapter details the fall. Because, of course, if the family had remained this notorious and this powerful, you would have heard of them, right? As a wizard, you would have heard of them.
Well, yeah.
And that specific fall came from one individual. And this would be Lilith, who is marked as the first curse bearer. Actually, the curse originated from Lilith.
Can I do a history check to see if I recognize the name?
I mean, sure, but you're probably about to get full details on who this individual is. You can still make the check. I'm not going to tell you no, but
It's fine.
okay. So Lilith was the first daughter of Ulrich, and one thing with the Lockmonts is they had one after the Archlich. Excuse me for a moment. Came around. They had a rather minor, major issue with, doing undead, and which ended up with a lot of various undead blood running through the family. Ulrich, seeing this as a major issue, said, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm leaving." Well, he was about 3 generations too late, and his daughter ended up effectively a vampire in all but creature type. And that daughter would end up going along and finishing what Ulrich wished he had started. And most of this chapter is talking about the fall of the Archlich and how he was killed, and how there is an ancient tomb somewhere dedicated to his memory. No one knows where, and that's probably for the best. And it probably would only be known to those that had descended from the Archlich, but thankfully there's no Lockmonts remaining, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, that's good news. That's definitely really reassuring, and I definitely feel better about this now.
Cue the eyebrow. Did that laugh come from Travis?
No, that was
Nope,
me
that
that
was
time.
Okay. I had looked down.
And after that, as the Archlich lay dying, he cursed Lilith to pass her condition down her bloodline. Random.
Interesting. Random.
You just pop up every now and again, be a nuisance. And then she vanished.
So Lilith vanished. The Archlich is in the tomb, dead.
Dead and entombed.
Dead and entombed. And Lilith,
Hopefully
as a
both.
result of some necromantic manipulations of the bloodline, she ended up being basically, essentially, vampire, and her vampire curse is getting passed down the bloodline at random because the Archlich holds a grudge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
And it's told whenever a major undead creature would pop up, there would be a recurrence of her curse, which usually passes along some minor skill in killing undead.
Oh, that's what that is? Yes, completely unrelated to this campaign, my apologies. Just a realization. Well, I don't know if there's anything else I want to find out.
I mean, this book is big. You're not going to cover every sheet of it.
Yeah, that's good minimum for now. It's going back on Janice, and I will keep it as a reference book for if I ever run into the Lockmonts again.
I mean, you'll have to ask the owner for the book first.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're just gonna take it.
This is obscure
right.
enough. This is obscure enough lore that they probably wouldn't care.
Fair.
I'll figure that out in a sec.
Or I'm sure you could at least borrow it to have Janice make full digital copy.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to you, Ro.
Thank you. Alright. Azire, is there anything that you wanted to research while you were in here or nah?
Effectively just looking for a galactic bestiary? Just to do more studying on creatures that we might fight in the future, stuff like that.
You speak deep speech, yeah?
I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Deep Speech, and Infernal. And Common, but
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah. All of you here speak Common as far as we know.
Exactly.
Alright, so...
Yeah, I figure my languages will come in very handy for that, because I have the 4 major languages of fucked up creatures.
Yes, and you have the one that is mainly spoken on this planet, so if you would be so
Yes.
kind as to roll me investigation.
Alright. 26.
Yeah, you find a galactic bestiary. I'm going to say that, basically you look through it, you have the time to look through it. I'm not
Okay.
going to give you specific details on
Yeah.
stuff right now.
That would be that would take forever.
Yeah, but like, you can roll history checks with advantage now to see if you know anything on these creatures.
Sick.
And if you roll high
Neat.
enough, I will straight up send you the homebrew stat block, depending on what I'm doing.
Sick.
So yeah, you find a really good, very comprehensive bestiary.
Awesome. That's
that
all
even
I
includes
needed.
aberrations, including some named ones where you see footnotes in the margins with their star names.
That's pretty cool.
You see one footnote that just says "Dad" on it.
Like in like little handwriting. Dad.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Under it, I just write in the tiniest lettering possible. Delph.
Stop.
They totally looking up monsters just for research purposes, right? No other reason?
No other reason.
No
Not
other
at all.
reason.
Sure.
I'm picking up real sketch vibes.
I just washed my hands. That's why they're wet.
No other reason.
Why are
I
you
was
all
over on the bench.
collectively like this?
They gave us the bait. You expect us not to take it?
Yes, actually.
So you expect us to not make monster fucker jokes about the monster fucker?
Exactly.
We're in an Eldritch
Why
Horror
are
campaign.
you all like this?
Do you
Love us.
do you want to have a
Unfortunately.
conversation? Would you like to observe a conversation between me and my mother?
No,
No.
not really.
Yes.
No. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, that's all I'm really looking for. Like maybe
Okay,
maybe
Orla,
just some
you had
stuff
been
on like
finding- you'd been
engineering,
finding a
but
plant book last time.
Yeah,
Say
I tried
again,
to
Aziri?
tried to find a plant book, didn't work out. Looked at plants.
Aziri, what did you say?
oh, maybe like little other tidbits on engineering so I can like get a little bit better, but other than that, yeah.
You can break the laws of physics in more ways?
Listen, I have Tinker's Tools proficiency for a reason.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Okay, so... Alright. And now, as everyone researches... Crossy, you wanted to talk to Nashira?
Before that, everyone
Go
roll
ahead.
checks.
Everybody roll a what? You
What?
cut off?
Everybody
Perception.
roll a perception check.
Okay.
Oh,
I will roll for
Christ.
Farida.
Uh-oh.
15.
Uh-oh.
I don't like this!
Also,
Uh-oh.
to your question, Josh, yes, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only other one.
Briar.
Hey,
that won't-
what's a 3 get me, Briar?
Briar. Farida rolled a 28.
23.
Fairness, these all.
Azir, I rolled a 30!
Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
These
It's
rolled a natural
nowhere near
20.
enough, but... Well, not nowhere near. 17.
Damn.
I'm not rolling crazy numbers, but...
DC 12 rolls a 30.
Whoever rolled above a 12, as you guys are looking through books, like just as you guys are researching, kind of like as you're finding books, sitting down, going to sit down to find things, you catch glimpses, some of you more than others, of another person within the library.
Can we discern any other details other
Yeah,
than
what do they
it's
look
another
like?
person?
Hey, little dude.
Funky little guy.
The
Look at this
all rolled
dude.
like
He's
each rolled
just a
natural
little
20.
dude.
I also rolled a natural 20, that's how I got a
I rolled a
30.
19. Plus,
So, Beast and
plus four.
Azira, you very clearly saw somebody who looks almost exactly like Nashira, but not quite. Different vibe. Definitely not Nashira.
Everybody else doesn't pick up on that, right?
I'm
Well, yeah, there's a pair of us who rolled 19s on the die.
The pair of 19s, yes. You also, like, especially Karasi, you notice, you see, like, you think it was Nashira, you went to go say hi and be like, oh, when did you get here? And then you realize it's not Nashira, so you kind of...
Does that also check with the... I rolled a 16 on the die.
Yeah.
because you're you.
Because you're you and you know Nashira, you're like, wait a second, that's not my girlfriend.
Question mark?
Who are you?
How different is the vibe? Like, what's the vibe check? Is it bad or?
It's not a bad vibe.
I'm
It's
picking
just,
up real sketch vibes.
It is not the vibe that Nashira had of light and bubbly and wizard.
Gotcha.
It's very much more a vibe
All over the place.
that has a sense of confidence and a sense of people.
Interesting.
People.
Does the individual notice that we're there? Have they
Roll
been staring
insight.
at us? Roll insight? Okay.
What's my insight bonus? Oh god. Obscene. 24.
That's a nat 1. I don't know anything.
Oh.
Oh, honey.
Oh, honey.
So, Karasi, you've been a little bit too distracted to notice, like, if they've been looking back at you. Azire, you meet
Too
you meet
busy
eye
thinking
contact.
gay thoughts.
Oh, I make eye contact?
You make eye contact and they kind of just nod and continue looking through the books.
The urge to just cast message and say, no, come on in. No, fuck it. I cast message. No, come on in.
No, break it. It's fine.
No,
Are you
break it,
really
break
sure
it,
that
it's
you want
fine.
me to come out?
Sorry.
Ryer, you're gonna need to say that again. No one caught it.
Sorry.
Are you really sure you want me to come out?
Duh.
I'm having quite a bit of fun
Jesus
lurking in the
Christ.
shadow.
In what way?
Now I kind of also want to disappear. Because I know I can. Well, because
Ash, I swear to God.
nobody here can roll a perception check to see me if I choose to disappear.
Yeah, but
I'm
oh,
checking
Christ.
the chances of me being able to do anything to flip.
Just say, I would not be able to do anything. See, if I'd noticed this person, I know exactly what I'd be doing right now, but I've not noticed this person, so I can't.
Well, I will say, as everybody's kind of sat down and like gotten comfortable researching, with Azira's comment, there is now another person standing there. And as you're all kind of whoops, I direct your attention to Gay Baby Jail for what they look like.
I'll bet.
Oh, hello.
Loris.
Polaris is fucking hot because they're one of
Nice.
Briar's characters.
Naturally, all the Briar characters are hot.
Rolls a die. Doesn't say why.
Oh my
No.
god, come on, we all know what it's why. We
No?
all know why.
I don't think anyone does, actually, this time.
Oh boy.
I
On
take
whose
it
end?
you all-
Yours?
I take it you all are enjoying the library.
You have nice plants.
I'm just gonna while everybody else is doing their stuff, I'm just gonna quietly pop my divine sense because Val is one paranoid motherfucker.
What is it? Celestials, Fiends, and Undead?
Yeah, Celestials, Fiends, Undead, anything affected by the Hallow spell as well, but...
Nope, they don't ping.
Cool.
But
I figured, but that's the most in-character thing I could do.
But as you guys are looking at them, you do notice that hanging off of their belt is a white dragon mask. And
What? A white dragon? What?
a white dragon
Oh
mask.
god.
I got it.
Ash, can
I
you
got
go in
it.
and ban them?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Huh?
Thank you. But
Yeah, I
yes,
don't even know
hanging
if
off
this
their
thing
belt is
I just read
a
it.
white dragon mask.
That
White.
Wait.
Oh.
I want you guys to roll history.
I was literally gonna ask if I could roll
Everybody
history.
just say, yeah, I would like to roll history.
2 in a row!
Oh,
Sorry.
Twenty?
Consider-
Yeah, 28.
Serious?
Uh,
20.
Saying that it is.
Nice.
Natural 20.
No. What?
Alright, okay, so we're all rolling good except me
That's an
today.
8. All right, I broke it.
Yeah.
That's 10 on the die. So what was it? History?
History, yeah.
12.
History, yeah, 15.
Okay, so Orla Karasi, where it's like it feels familiar, like you've definitely seen it before, but you can't exactly place where.
Yeah.
The rest of you, however, very distinctly remember seeing a certain gray tiefling wearing a very similar mask on Follader.
Wait, would Val remember that then? Because Val wasn't there for that.
Yes, you were.
I was?
The second
Yes.
time around where you visited Follader, you
I
were there.
was there for that. Yeah.
Yep.
See, I didn't even remember that.
It just rolled a 21.
Oh.
Yes, Idris, you as well recall
Yeah.
seeing that very familiar tiefling named Nyx, wearing that very same mask.
Got it. Oh my god, Nashira's twins in a gang.
No, Nashir.
Out loud.
Hold on.
Yeah, do you say that in character?
No!
Oh, okay.
You lot are the idiots who go out and say, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna cause shit.
Hold on, let me
Deserve
flip.
it."
Let me flip a coin to
That's
see if
how
I
we
do.
Do the fun.
Flip a coin to see.
I
if
do.
you- Oh my
I say exactly that out loud.
god.
You say,
Holy shit! Nashira's twin is in a gang.
No, do it in the voice.
Holy shit! Nashira's twin is in a gang.
oh, you're
I'm
very
gonna
good.
stare at you.
In the gang here. No. Don't underestimate. Runs a gang.
Hot.
Given his history, would Val have dealt with this organization before, even just in passing?
Yes.
Crime organization of Follader? Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. So it would. Yeah. So I don't know to what extent like their relations would be. That's not like in the backstory at all. But like so like Val knows this organization knows what they're about then at least. Like
Yeah. Like
Has
you
dealt
knew
directly
Nyx
with them.
when you knew Nyx, like knew of Nyx when you guys were on Follader.
Mm.
You do not recognize this person that you see before you.
So Val just like knows of Nyx then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Val has met, but doesn't.
Yeah.
But like previously knew of, never really interacted with. When you guys went to Follader first for Orla's quest, that was when you first met them.
Gotcha. Cool.
Sorry. Does she just? So there's two figures.
There is just the one.
There's just the one. Okay. Kind of will just stare for a bit. I don't know what. You know what? Fuck it. Crossy looks to like an empty chair that might be in the vicinity. He's just like, would you like to join us?
It would be my pleasure, considering I was unable to join you at breakfast.
Oh! She says that out loud.
There's
Says that
Larkin.
out loud. Listen,
I realized
he
there.
has
two
one
people.
brain cell, and most of the time the Shira has it.
I appreciate your offer, Karasi.
Karasi is on Larkin watch.
What is Larkin Watch?
I realize there's exactly two people here who will get that, and that's it. Rip.
No, explain it. What is it?
Critical Role Campaign 1.
Stuff.
Got it. That's why I don't know.
Yeah.
I see. I still gotta watch
And
the
Broke is
exam on the
not.
episode.
Sorry, Idris.
I'm gonna do
Idris
that
isn't
after
even
the
there
break.
yet. Idris hasn't hit. Hasn't hit that section of the Chroma Conclave yet.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So there's only one person here who gets that
Well,
reference.
Hey,
B.
C-dramas took over, so I stopped watching Critical Role to watch the
Valid.
C-dramas instead. Critical Role just isn't gay.
You're valid.
So true, bestie.
So what's their reaction to Karasi just connecting the dots finally?
They kind of just laugh and be like, I always knew you were a smart one, Karasi.
Oof.
Idris is just kind of attentively paying attention to this, because this can either cause real problems or be a real good thing, and I don't know which it is yet.
Both.
Just to be sure, because
yeah.
auditory processing is a bitch. What did she say again?
She said, I knew you were always a smart one, Karasi.
You were always a smart one. Okay, not the emphasis. She'll blink a bit, and then kind of mentally note that she didn't say her name, but not say it.
Yeah, no one's been introduced yet.
Yeah, Val's gonna step forward,
Oh no.
and
What crimes
just
will he
say
commit?
something along the lines of, it's been a while since I've done any sort of dealings with your organization.
It's been a while.
I'll admit this is not exactly where I expected to be running into y'all again.
You know, we're kind of everywhere. But it's good to
That's
see
the
you
understatement
again.
of the century.
It is good to see you again, Val.
Wait, so does Val recognize Nyx?
I actually didn't do a history check for Farida.
Do I have to roll for that? Does Val?
Val knows Nyx. Val doesn't recognize the person he's currently speaking to.
Can I roll insight for that then?
Sure, you
maybe?
can certainly try.
Cool. My hopes are not high.
Farida
That's
kind of
the,
looks and pipes up and goes, "Why do you know our names?"
That's a dirty 20.
Very nice.
Fuck yeah.
Well, Farida, I do have my sister, who tells me just about everything.
So you know all of us.
Of course, Orquim.
Okay.
Just face.
Okay.
Horko. Okay.
Sips from a McDonald's cup.
The fucking McChalice.
Get out the door. Use it.
Didn't that company go under in the revolution 500 years ago?
It's an antique.
Understandable.
Love that.
Family
So I rolled a dirty 20 on that insight check. Does Val realize that it's Nyx?
You're starting to put the dots together.
Just Squids, just hang on a second. I've seen you somewhere.
Wait a damn minute.
with the details you've collected and what they've been saying, you're almost there, but you haven't made that final jump.
Megan, I just blurt it out and guess. Hang on a second.
I mean,
Nyx?
Ah, so somebody finally put it together.
Right.
Well,
Right,
I might be
right.
dumb, but I ain't stupid.
I may be an idiot, but at least I'm not stupid. Just for fun, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic and see what she's got on her that's magic.
Okay.
Yeah. Just 'cause I'm curious.
I'm always say as stupid as a stupid does.
So for Detect Magic, her ring pings, the dragon mask,
Yeah.
a
Naturally.
kind of a longer pouch on her hip, it's a thinner, longer pouch that hangs down, that glows.
Enchanted fanny pack, got it.
No, not wide, long,
Oh, okay. So,
And
so like a butter sock, then.
Sure.
And also, these lights up like
Oh, yeah.
fucking lighthouse.
Yeah, no, before I even cast it, I just, towards V's, just, okay, now.
And an item on her
I feel
back.
like I feel like Forgrim does too at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like half the party's glowing, so like
Yeah,
the more
oh, yeah.
matter.
The whole fucking party has got all sorts.
But,
of
but
Look at that light
comparatively,
here.
It's like when
Beast is a small sun.
it's like when Superman tries to open up his senses too much, and it's just whoa, nope.
Nope.
I cast
We're not
sensory
doing
overload on myself.
Oh no.
Me waking up every morning to music, a podcast, and 3 screens turned on.
I
Anyways.
overstimulate myself, otherwise I'll have a single thought.
Mood.
I
Anyways,
made the thought destroyer for a
Anyway.
reason.
Mood.
I
Anyways.
use that shit on myself.
Alright, now that Azire has cast sensory overload on themselves, what
Just what?
what do
Me
y'all
too,
do
bro.
with this person that you have finally identified as Nick standing in front of you?
Well,
As Val puts that 2 and 2, you now see the normal visage of Nyx that you are more used to seeing.
so is
I mean-
everything else just kind of a side gig, or is this just kind of you do for fun?
Well, consider that this is my family.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
This is my family. Nashira is my younger sister, Phobos Deimos, my older brothers. And
Oh.
Adhara is my mother.
Ooh!
yeah? What?
Ooh. Okay, out of character, because am I allowed to do out of character asides to players?
I don't care.
Sure.
Nyx
Well,
just
that-
claimed everyone except Solaris.
Yeah.
Have you considered that might just be because Solaris is a really shitty dad?
Yeah.
I know, but there's a variety of reasons it could be. And I'm saying it could be any of them.
That's fair, but like, yeah.
This one doesn't feel like this one doesn't feel like the one you need to overthink.
Yeah, that one feels purely not malicious, just
But
You know,
Travis,
there's
Indignant.
just like regular
Will you ever
run of the mill daddy issues.
You can certainly insight check.
I don't care that much about it. And Travis, are you ever going to tell me when it's time to start overthinking things, or are you just going to keep telling me when it's not time to start overthinking things?
I mean,
Yes.
is my mouth? Am I talking?
Yes.
There's your answer.
Thunder.
Oh goodness. Well, Karasi did offer, now Nyx a seat. Does she does she take it?
Takes it.
So where is she sitting then? I
You're
imagine
not
that
playing
this
the sitting game again.
No.
No.
but just for visualizing sakes, I imagine this is kind of like a round table.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
It's like it's easy enough to see her.
So Karasi will wait a moment and then say, well, fuck, I had it, but now it's gone.
You're valid.
She'll kind of just ask, like, so you have what you're doing as Nyx, and then you have this, and kind of gestures to the whole place.
Well, it's a little more complicated than that. I have what I do as Nyx. I do not have anything that I do here, as Polaris.
That's a nice name.
Thank you. I come back here to visit with my sisters, with my sister and my brothers. I have no ties to this place otherwise. Alligator and Fern have become my home.
I won't question you further then on this place. Or I should say your connection.
Speaking of connections, Karasi.
Is Karasi
Here we
about to get
go.
the shovel talk?
We're about
Having
to
fun with
find out.
Nishira?
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. You stop that now.
Not a good answer, just so you know. Not a great answer, but please keep going.
Not the worst answer, though.
Yeah.
Roka. Sorry, Idris.
Why are y'all collectively like this? Anyway,
Idris steps in and says, from what I can tell, and Idris is addressing Nyx, I can tell, see, your sister are in puppy love and incapable of sending each other a message that doesn't involve at least 3 hearts.
I'm very, very aware.
Yeah, I'm having all sorts of problems with my internet right now.
Rip.
you're valid.
Yeah, I can listen. I don't know how much I'll be able to talk, but I'm going to be on my phone for the next like 10 minutes probably. I'm
You're
trying
good.
to read.
You're good. You're good.
At Idris's words, Karasi will just sigh and say, "This is why I usually keep those conversations private," as she kind of glares at Idris.
Do not worry. I have seen what you are capable of. I have fought beside you.
Yeah.
I have no... There is no ill blood or whatever. If anything else, I'm glad my sister ended up with you rather than somebody else on this planet.
Do you even have blood?
Want to find out?
Not particularly.
Good
That's
and
prob-
quiet.
That's probably for the best.
You little one I have not met. What is your name?
Peace, Nerexius?
Yeah, you okay?
You good?
That's all it took.
Was that just a reaction to how cute Reese was?
No, for context, Bo's last name is Nerexius.
Oh,
She'd take his last name. That's so cute. I love it so much.
We may or may not have kidnapped that one. It's kind of unclear, honestly.
Yeah.
We did not kidnap her. We didn't know she was on our ship still. Again, not still. Again.
Whatever your story may be, I like this one. She is very cute.
Correct.
Nice to meet you, Reese. You can call me Nyx, Polaris, that bitch. I do not care.
They say you run a crime ring, right?
I do indeed. The entire planet is full of her.
Would you help me get some parts for something I need help working on?
Gladly. I will gladly. You just tell me what you need.
no,
Oh,
to join
dear.
forces.
Oh no. Oh no, man. Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna end terribly.
I just got commissioned to make a railgun, and she reaches down into her coat, like opens one of the pockets and reaches down almost up to her shoulder, and pulls
geez.
out this 500 Magnum that she can barely hold. I made this, but I want to upgrade it.
God.
Yes.
I have questions, but okay.
Bro.
You never ask a lady where she keeps her shit.
If Vise happens to look over at Azira, you just see them just drooling. Just
Well, that looks like a very fun project. I definitely have something to help with that.
Yay!
Does Azira step out of it?
Farida just kind of pokes Azira in the face.
Shuts Aziri's mouth.
Yep.
Like reaches all the way up.
Yep,
Nothing.
Just,
Just nothing. Just
God,
And
okay.
And then the gun just gets, and then the pocket gets pulled out again, and it gets reached back down in, and rebuttons.
Sorry, did someone say something I missed?
No, dear, don't worry.
No one said anything. Don't worry.
He likes her guns.
Yes.
We've noticed.
Looks at unfortunate information, the temporary name for this.
Crossy, Crossy will turn to Nyx Polaris. Is that the pronunciation? Okay. And say, while yes, the stage that Nishira and I are in as our lovely captain glances over, has put as puppy love, I do care about her. I want to make sure, and this is kind of one of the reasons why we stopped here, I want to be sure that this is what she wants. We're always going to be traveling. We're always going to be fighting. I don't want to, like, have her holding on to this false hope. What we do is dangerous, and I acknowledge that. And I've been meaning to talk to her about that, but then something happened with her little thing.
Potion of invisibility.
Yeah, what we said.
So her prank isn't going to go through. How unfortunate.
Prank? What do you mean prank?
She's been working on a little prank for Demos for a little while now. She made a very special item for it. She was very, very proud of it. Was going to give it to him, but she kind of had to use the potion of invisibility to even begin to get in his room. He keeps it very guarded.
Mm-hmm.
After one too many pranks went wrong. But it looks like she'll have to start that over now. She still wants to do that prank. Speaking of Nashira, there she is. And you see Nashira very much a lot more sooty and dirty from cleaning up the laboratory than she was. A little bit disheveled. Poke her head into the library, hearing chatting, and goes, "Oh, well, I was not expecting all of you to be here." And kind of just lets herself in.
Idris stands up and says, "We would be happy to leave the room to yourselves. I thank you for your hospitality." And then it kind of does the subtle "come on" and starts walking out the door so that they can talk.
Okay. Bye.
Why is everyone leaving?
I don't know, did I say something?
No, not
I don't
at
know,
all.
did I?
Okay.
Can I roll to see if Karasi catches on to the fact that they're leaving because of her and Nishira's connection?
I don't think it's all that subtle.
No,
Oh,
not at all.
Okay.
Peace is
sorry.
just dense.
Okay.
This is just dense.
Sorry, jeez.
It's all good.
Yeah, no.
You're good. Okay.
So who, if anyone, is following Idris?
Orla sees Idris like get up and like knows what's happening, and she kind of just sighs and looks at the plants that she was looking at and the cool little like mechanics that like water them, and then she walks away with Idris.
Idris puts the Lockmont book down on one of the side tables as she heads out, fully intending to come back and ask permission to borrow it at some other point.
Nashira sees as you're putting it down and is like, "Oh, if you want to take that with you, you can."
Oh.
It just kind
Aw.
of goes blink, blink, and I appreciate the generosity of your family.
No problem. It's kind of what we do. Where the fuck did the accent go? Jesus Christ!
I don't know, honestly.
It doesn't matter.
She cast the spell a little weird. It's fine.
Me too.
Alright, so as everyone exits the room, that is where we are going to take our break. We will be
Okay.
back in about 5 minutes,
Yep.
so we will see you then.
See you soon.
Yep.
And we're back.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Ronan, if you'd like to take it.
Yep. So everyone has exited the room, save for Karasi and Nishira. Karasi, if you'd like to start the conversation.
Oh boy, I didn't think this was going to be like an official thing. Not a character.
You are valid.
You're
If
valid.
you would rather do it in the RP channel, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
that's, if you want to do that, that's a thing.
keep the private conversation private.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Sure,
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay, then y'all
We
can
can do that in
the
RP channel
panel.
when.
So, once, while they're having that conversation, what would the rest of you like to be doing?
Good question.
So, are we just hanging out around the house? Then, or
Yeah,
are we-
yeah. Where are we?
RP
just-
tower or in our secret channel?
That's up to
Either
you.
work.
That is up to you. I will let you decide that one.
If you want it to be a secret conversation, then there.
You're asking me to make a decision.
True. Is it?
We
Roll a die. Above a certain number is a certain outcome. Below is a certain outcome.
Above a 10.
okay.
I put it in queer theory. Below that, I put it in RP tower. Let's do the bite dice. That seems fitting.
Yeah. Because you can't make a fucking decision.
Yeah.
Hello, it is I, your court jester bisexual. That's a 12. It goes into
Secret.
Yes,
We
so
can-
let's, Karasi's secret channel is named, Queer Theory.
Relatable
There is
content.
context.
Oh yes, there is context. But I won't get into it right now.
Valid.
Same reason why mine's Millennium Falcon.
Yes, Sir Bird Han Solo.
Yeah.
But for the rest of you, you have just exited the library. Where are y'all going?
I mean, are we just gonna hang around the house, or I mean, otherwise we're just gonna go back to the ship for a little bit.
Where is Ander?
Ander
Ander's still
has
talking to Solaris.
Yeah, Ander has been talking to Solaris for the majority of the day, and eventually he does, like, come find you guys, and, you know, in his kind of way. Eventually he does find you, Captain. Kind of run into each other in the hallway.
Say that again, Idris?
Oh, that's nothing.
You're-
Nothing's
Yeah,
coming through.
You're breaking up.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Oh, I think that came through. Let's try again.
How was the conversation?
Oh, okay.
Ander kind of... It was a conversation. Why is he southern? Okay.
I know. I was just about to. When did he? Okay.
When you
When you when
Oh my god.
Oh no.
There's a reason I'm
when you
yeah? That is I regret nothing. You
No, hurt. Anyways.
No heart.
sounded like you were about to say Doritos or tacos.
Andrew kind of just shrugs. It was a conversation. I'll probably be staying here to work on the commission easier. It'll actually get done on time. I'll actually get paid.
Oof.
Good thing. Leave Janice's contact if it ever comes up.
Will do.
Do you have lodgings, or does that need to be arranged?
I'll be staying here.
I shall ensure that your things from Janice can be moved.
He just gives a nod.
and Idris checks to make sure that he has been paid up for all the stuff we've done so far.
Mhm.
Cool beans.
Wait, we're supposed to be making salary?
No.
No, it was a joke.
There he is. Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Yeah, exactly. You guys are getting paid.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
We are 2 for 2 for internet issues tonight.
Love that.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Alright, but then, okay. So as you all sort of wander back, so generally to the ship and such,
Living in the sunlight.
is there anything anyone wants to do before Karasi rejoins you and you all leave?
Specific?
Horkham is most definitely finding a quiet place on the ship and looking at that thing he found.
Ah, you're attuning to it, are you?
Oh Christ.
We do
Josh?
have those
Allow
among
me to
us.
go in and add that to your inventory.
Josh,
Josh.
consider we do have those among us that can cast Identify.
We've already
They're
identified.
already-
Oh, you already.
Those what?
Okay, you have.
We have those what?
I will kill you, I swear to God.
You coward.
Alright, Hork,
I would
have you unattuned from whatever you want to unattune from?
I would like to, very quick remind you, if you haven't already, to go re-peruse the item description.
Okay.
It is hard.
Welcome back.
Before you attune, I will tell you to go reread the identified item description, because there has stuff that has been added to it.
Okay.
Briar, have you put it in D&D Beyond yet?
Living in the
Yeah,
sunlight, loving in the moonlight,
I need
having
to-
a
is it not
wonderful
showing up?
time.
I need to publish it, but it is there.
Ah, that seems okay.
As soon as I type in dad, it doesn't show up, so
Because that's not what it's named. I had to rename it.
what is it named?
Is that the fucking Dadger?
Yes, it is.
Christ.
It's the Dadger.
I'll send the link to it specifically in the homebrew channels.
Yeah, I just need it so I can put it in Horrorquip's inventory. Just give me the
Yep.
name.
It is called Father Dagger.
Aha. There you are, Horrorquip.
That joke is 9 milk.
And now that you've attuned to it, you can see what it does.
Okay, I will look at that.
Have fun!
Alright, so we're on the ship, correct?
Yes, Karasi has rejoined you and you are all on the ship. Where are you going?
So I want to have Val like go find a quiet place away from anybody else. I'm trying to think who would be more helpful. Trying to get some information about Talona from a more a source who's a little bit more familiar with the workings of the divine. I don't know if Tenorita or Magda would be more willing to help.
Ask who you want to.
Magda would probably be more willing to help, I think, just because like this is a tool that could be used for, you know, doing the thing that they've teamed up to do.
It's a surprise
yeah,
tool
so
that'll help us later.
Exactly. So I would then also like, I don't know, Magda's vibe just seems more similar to what I imagine Talona would be. At least what we've homebrewed up. Yeah, so I would like to ask Magda what she knows about Talona, or at least what information she's willing to give me. That going to be a religion check?
That would be a religion check, and depending on, and that will all go in your secrets channel once I have figured out what it is.
Okay. Just a straight religion check.
Yep.
It's a 15.
Not
Okay.
bad.
I will tell you things about Talona in your secrets channel once I've figured out what those things are.
Sounds good to me. No rush.
So, are you all taking off from the planet?
As long as we have accomplished all our necessary objectives here, it might be time to move on to various quests.
Making sure we don't forget Avis again.
Before we
Based on
go.
Yes.
Travis?
Erika
Yeah,
and V
we're making sure Vis is on the ship.
and
Beast is
Farida.
on the ship.
Okay.
Is Beast on the
Farida's
ship?
also on the
Farida's
ship.
on the ship. We good to go? Cool.
Yep.
Everyone
Before we
buckled.
go.
I'm not leaving the driveway until everyone's buckled.
Yep. Alright. Well, as you all
Wait.
take off and begin going through space, Travis, if you would like to take over.
Here,
Oh no.
I
Spaghetti-O.
am afraid.
Oh no.
Don't look up menacingly like that.
Never before have I felt fear like this in my entire life.
Give me a second to put my paints away because I will not be able to paint minis while I'm doing this.
Oh no, he's cutting away the
That's
minis.
menacing.
I mean, I was taking it seriously.
I just sit here and paint minis until I'm needed, and then I stop painting minis and give my full attention.
Inferno did
well,
not ask
well,
him to fuck around.
Well, Travis is putting his shit away. Can I also roll to keep learning Infernal?
Sure, yeah.
With
Good
advantage.
The last check.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Thank you, Azira.
Thank you, Sugar Tiefling.
And Azira, if you'd like to continue rolling Abyssal, I'll help you with that as well.
Oh yeah, I have one more check, don't I? Go ahead, B. Sorry.
I have 2 checks for Infernal.
What were you saying, B?
I said, and for Vis, Polaris gave you their information to contact them about getting shit.
What check is this again?
Looks over Visa's shoulder and writes it down on a
Okay,
slip of paper.
Intelligence.
I got a 15
Not
for the
quite
second
enough.
one. So it's for the
The
second check?
one? Second one, I
Yeah,
believe,
this is
a
not the third one,
17.
this is the second check.
Second one, I believe, is a 17 DC. Let me double check.
What bonus do I add to this? Because this is my last one.
Second
Intelligence.
isn't quite enough. It's not
Gotcha.
quite enough. You're still not grasping the slightly more advanced concepts of Infernal.
Cool.
Ash,
21 on my final check.
you have learned Abyssal. You are conversational in Abyssal.
Loggers.
Cool, now Val and Azira can talk shit to each other in just the guttural demon language.
2 of them now. Well, almost 2 of them.
1.5 guttural demon languages.
So,
Can Karasi take
Language.
some time to become proficient, or at least starting to become proficient with the lightsaber?
That would be.
There
I
are
would say
official
the
rules, I
languages
just
are
forget.
less of a check, and more the anything other than outside of the languages is less of a check and more of a more of just taking time to learn it. So we're gonna say that you spend like a couple days, as you guys are on the ship for a couple days. You spend a
She's
couple
gonna
days.
ask Janice for help.
Yeah, Janice will give you an AI partner to fight with.
It's if you is there like a training portion like on the or training room on the ship, or is it kind of just like common area? I'll be there.
You can use the cargo bay.
Yeah, the
I
cargo
think we
bay
use
is
the
better.
cargo bay.
Training
There's a clear
montage.
Oh, gross.
Yes, training montage.
Yeah,
There's a quick training montage for Karasi.
the 5e
and
official
his-
rules are garbage.
yeah.
Yeah.
What else is new?
It's a quick training montage for a couple days, and
Just
you
like sparring with
completed the
everybody
first
on the
third.
ship.
Yes, and you've completed the first third of your training with a lightsaber.
She gets her ass handed to her a couple times.
Of course.
More than a couple.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
gonna
Mm-hmm.
just gonna say that right now.
So Travis, after a couple days on the ship,
block this.
So, after a few days on the ship, is anyone on the
no.
bridge right now?
Idris.
So, Idris, as you're kind of sitting there looking out, you see something drift by. You see like a piece of metal drift by. And that's usual for most fairly major laneways. Like, crashes happen, things fall off, they usually aren't picked up and just kind of left to float. But then another piece floats by. And another. And then finally, half of a corpse floats by.
There's that classic Travis we all know and love.
Yeah, for our
And-
fellow viewers in
Yeah,
chat,
just a
please
casual
look
reminder.
at But please look at the themes that are in.
There is a list
our
of trigger
channel.
warnings in the description.
If this is material you're not comfortable with, please
Leave.
scroll on by.
And Idris, I'm assuming you're going to rush over to the window and try and figure out what the hell is going on.
Oh yeah.
You see that you have flown into what could best be described as some sort of ship graveyard. There's cored out hulls of ships floating. It looks like a battle has taken place here, but you'd hear about that, surely. Like, there are no major battles on any major causeway without it making news. And it just looks like these ships, mostly cargo ships, have just been picked apart, piece by piece. Bits of them left to float in the void, along with whatever unfortunate souls were jettisoned in the damage. And you hear
Travis forgot to pull up his materials. Nico!
Oh no.
Nico.
What if Nico?
No.
And suddenly you hear from your systems.
Distress signal detected.
Oh.
Do I need to roll an intelligence check to think this is as sketch as I think it is? Or
I'm picking up real sketch.
You can roll
vibes.
insight.
I think it's just like naturally pretty sketch.
yeah.
Just rolling that one on that. It's like, oh no, everything's fine. We don't get the side quest.
I made that mistake already. Not doing that again.
Does it come over the entire comm, or is it just in the...
No, distress signal detected comes over the entire comm.
Okay,
It
I
just
figured.
asks Janice to simultaneously scan for any particular occurrences known at these coordinates, and if there are any readings on the signals about either what kind of ship or where it is or how many it's at. Are we alone out here?
Scanning now.
As soon as the distress signal notification comes up, Azure is grabbing Val by the arm and they're both running out of their room.
Yep.
Yeah, Farida is making her way to the bridge as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, running up one hand on the snun already.
Yep. Unfortunate information is out.
I love that that's the name of your goddamn gun.
That's what I'm calling it until I can think of a better name without actually calling it bad news.
As it's the Queen's Gambit.
After a minute, Janice comes back. No known instances at this location. However, there is one active ship, the ship sending out the distress signal. Otherwise, we are alone.
Does the ship appear to be legitimately in distress?
From what I can scan, yes.
I'm not sure I trust
Shields
that.
up.
Out of character.
Shields up. And probably
Shields
at that point
active.
people have shown up on board.
Yeah.
Shields
And
active.
Okay.
I'm guessing people are on the bridge now.
We're also making her way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Farida once on the bridge. So a question for our lovely Inferno. Has the ship come into view that is sending out the distress signal?
Yes, it has. It's, from your perspective, listed over to one side, pretty much the entire bottom of the ship torn out. Most of its cargo and hangar bays just kind of floating in the void. And you
I
can
saw
see,
this episode of Doctor Who.
You can see just the red flashing emergency lights from within the ship.
I have perhaps a more important question for our lovely Inferno. Has this been after a day? Have we been flying for more than a day before we saw
Yes.
this? Okay,
Yes.
long rest.
Yeah, we get the
Long
long rest.
Long
Yeah,
rest.
it's
Long
like-
rest. Long rest.
I would like my divine sense back.
I would like all of my spells. I cast all of them in that house. Fun fact.
How many spell slots do you have?
I've only got like
Not a
4
lot, I know.
or 5. Because I only
Oh,
have
'cause
3
you've only
bard
got-
levels.
And Farida sort of looks at Idris and goes, "If there are people on that ship, shouldn't we help them?"
I think we
Yes.
should, yes.
If there are people who need help on that ship, then yes. But considering what we're surrounded by, this is more than likely a trap.
Yeah, and I think as far as helping people goes, I think that ship may have already sailed.
Pun intended?
Well, trap or not, knowing the way that we tend to operate, we're gonna end up on that sumbitch anyway, aren't we?
Correct.
Really?
Some way, somehow, but we also need to be very careful.
Should, Horoclim and I perhaps go ahead? We can slink into the shadows better than most. Nope, that did not come through for me at least.
Yeah, Idris is
Nope,
not.
nothing.
Nope.
Oh, it's,
Nothing.
I can hear it struggling. It's so close to
It's
coming
trying
through.
so hard. Maybe type it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Sounds
will.
Like Idris says, sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gear up.
Farida, as you two are, as
Will do.
when Farida hears you guys like volunteering to go, Farida's like, "I should go too, because otherwise we don't know if there's going to be anyone that needs healing."
I can do a little bit.
As can I.
I can do a substantial amount.
Farida looks at all three of you and goes, "I am a cleric.
Look,
Healing
know
is my job."
look.
What
We
the-
don't know what's in. We don't know what's in there.
What does
Okay.
Farida wear for armor?
Farida wears leather, if I remember correctly. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, leather armor.
What?
For the record, I'm also a healer,
Idris
so...
Out
Idris says if she wants to go, let her.
I'm gonna roll basically. I'm gonna try to get across to Farida, like based on our conversation after the last mission, why she shouldn't.
Okay.
Idris
what
says
do
if
you
she
say
wants to
do
go
that?
let her.
I mean,
like,
basically,
Yeah.
basically, what we're saying is that like we'll just go ahead and make sure it's not immediately dangerous.
Yeah,
To be
it's
clear, like
Yeah.
we're not saying nobody else should join us. We're just saying like
Just for now. Just for now.
If
Let us
there's-
go first.
if there's anything right at the hole that comes out at us, we.
So should we all take the little ship that you guys that Horifim, you and Orla brought back? Should we all take the little ship and the rest of us wait while you two go ahead?
Precisely.
Let's go with that. Yes.
Is that effectively a sea moth? Question mark.
Yes,
So-
effectively.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'd also like to ask this question: who has the jar of the timekeepers?
Idris.
Idris.
Yeah,
Idris.
that would be
It
Idris.
just does. Yes.
Speaking
Captain.
of, Idris has written responses and gave Baby Jill.
Yeah.
Yep, I see it.
Idris does have the jar of the timekeepers. So as everyone kind of funnels out to go to the ship to, take everyone to the court out cargo freighter, Idris, the jar feels a little lighter than normal.
Oh.
That
And when you
seems
looked at-
bad.
And when you look down at it, it's open.
That seems bad.
Dear. Okay, that is happening now.
Idris in all caps, just not
Not
good.
good.
Not good.
Oh god, oh fuck.
No clue, Captain.
really, time doesn't matter to us, even though it's in our name.
Oh god, it's them again.
Are they here?
Oh, yes, it is
not
us
these
again.
fuckers again.
Right now, it's just
Great.
right now, it's just the third timekeeper.
Okay, it's just the end.
Yep. Good to see you again, Captain. You've gotten yourself a little bit off track, haven't you?
Can we all hear this?
If you're still on the bridge, you can.
Yep.
Should someone be like reading aloud what I'm saying? Because now
Yes.
it's working. Should
Yeah,
someone
we can-
be
Yeah, we,
like,
no, we
okay,
can hear you perfectly fine.
Hey, okay, but like no one else can see what I'm saying in chat.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so Janice, do you know when this opened? And then Idris Bowslet means hello, and Idris just.
Oh no, it's.
Oh
it's
no!
like
There
as
it
soon
goes.
as you start. Okay.
We'll be,
Maybe try holding
dropping
your
a
mic
GoFundMe
closer
to
to your
get
face.
Idris a new mic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or I can just. I mean, I get paid on Thursday. I can just buy your new
All right.
one.
After Idris bows. Oh wait.
Yes, I will narrate for Idris.
Nice.
And so, Idris, you turn around, and there's the third timekeeper just kind of lounging in your chair on the bridge.
Just thanks.
She gives a look of, why the fuck are you in my chair, but doesn't say anything.
Well, if you want the truth, let's just say that the person who sits in this chair is in control. In this situation, I'm in control.
Like that. I don't like that. I'm real tempted to do something stupid, but I'm not.
Please don't.
I see.
I'm not gonna.
So
No.
this is a trap.
No. Well, not in a way.
Did you set this?
No. See, the other two would really, really be unhappy with me if I meddled too much. But let's be honest, this is too much of an opportunity to pass up.
Well, I understand you're playing real fast and loose with the definition of too much.
Is Val still on the bridge with me?
Yeah, Val is still on the bridge.
Or at least
Yeah, presumably we're still in the process of gearing up because it takes a long process.
Have Azira and Horicum left? Not yet.
Probably
Zero
not.
might have just left.
Oh, Captain. I'm not malicious. Because, really, why would I want to end you faster than you're already going to eventually decay and end? We're more than just some sort of petty stopwatch holder.
I never implied you were. Is this
Val's
a
just
test?
gonna real conspicuously put his hand on the snun on his belt. Not that it's gonna do anything.
No.
It just makes him feel better.
And the hood just kind of tilts to the side and looks at you, Val. Quite a nice weapon you have there.
I like to think so. I'm under no delusion it's gonna, be able to do anything, but if I'm gonna go down, I'd rather go down swinging.
A lot of people have ended like you, with a gun in their hand, hoping to go out covered more in other people's blood than your own.
It just kind of waves her hand at Val to put your hand off the gun. Get it off.
No, why
Like,
not?
shoots her, shoots her look and is gonna just really slowly remove his hand.
I really thought you were gonna stop at Val shoots her.
Oh no!
Not yet. Nobody's pissed
Not
Val
yet.
off
Getting
enough
there.
to do that. Foreshadowing. Remind me in 6 months.
Why are you here right now?
Talked
here
about
as an
that with
observer?
somebody.
Are you here as an observer or a participant in this test?
Hmm.
Proctor.
Observer, proctor, instructor. To be honest, you're about to find out a lot of things. And I want to be here to see it when you do. And, you know, I think the other two would be particularly horrified with what they're going to find in there. So, I just want to watch.
Well, I look forward to gaining knowledge.
And go into the wreck. But I'm not going to warn you about what you're going to find. Just know that we'll be with you. Watching. Waiting. Don't worry. You're not going to die just yet. And then, if any of you blink, which you suddenly feel a very intense urge to,
My eyes.
the third time keeper is gone. And the jar is closed again.
Hey, what the fuck?
I'm with you, Orla. I'm with you.
I fucking hate these. Okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, Horkham's just sitting in the ship, getting himself powered up. Essentially.
Airlock open.
Yep.
So,
y'all vibe up to the ship.
Yeah.
you vibe up to the
Well,
ship.
only Azure,
Are
only
we-
Azure and Horriquim for now.
Only Azra and Horkwin for now. You vibe up to the ship.
Are we tethered or no? Just out of curiosity.
I don't think so. I think it's just
No.
a flying ship.
Okay.
So you land on the ship, you get out of the smaller ship, and you manage to find your way through one of the closed airlocks. And it hisses shut behind you, and it's pitch black in the airlock room. And then
Yes.
a red light turns green. And you don't know what color these halls were previously, but these are blood red.
Okay. So I guess we're just gonna start stealthing our way through this place.
Combination, I would say right before we left our ship, I would have ritual cast detect magic and brought a blacklight with me so I can do, mundane and magical detection.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna bamf disguise self just to, and go for a bald eagle.
So you go ahead and roll me stealth.
Oh yeah, sure.
With pleasure.
One of these days as a bard I will take Pass Without Trace, but today is not that day. 27.
25.
Nice.
Okay. You think you're hidden.
Interesting.
So, you pick your way around the halls, and most of the crew is dead. In fact, you can only find, 3 or 4 crew members. The rest are just paste.
Red mist.
Blood.
Red mist.
They are red mist. They cover the walls or splattered across the floor. And you find your way up to the bridge, mostly unscathed. There were some places where, you had to negotiate a particularly, jagged and,
Yeah.
A bunch of broken metal, but
Easy stuff for a couple of rogues with 20 decks.
yeah, you didn't have any issue negotiating the ship. For some reason, the grav generators are still on. So you're able, even though it's listed over to one side, you're still able to,
Yeah.
walk normally.
Note to self, don't stand above the hole in the bottom or else you'll be forced out.
And you eventually arrive at the bridge unscathed. And on the command throne is this just desiccated corpse with a dagger through its left hand.
Okay, whatever did this, at least has the capacity to use weapons instead of whatever they have on them.
Okay. Did I recognize what this was before it was destroyed?
What, the corpse?
Yeah, the corpse. Yeah, like what race it was before it was eviscerated.
It was a human,
Okay.
and it very much looked to be the captain of the ship by the clothing it wears.
Is it like any like identifying marks on the clothing, like any sigil or like I don't know, like anything like that? Okay.
I go under the computer systems and look for the black box.
That's just about what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
You
I know what
find
I'm
the black-
doing.
You find the black box, and it is unscathed, untouched, and it will give you access to all the cameras on the ship and a playback of the last few minutes in the cockpit. Which would you like to see first?
Can with a communicator, can I like have this directly show to both us and the captain on the sitting on our smaller ship?
You can probably get it up. Use the communicator to uplink it to Janice. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do. Oh, thank you.
So,
South
still on the bridge.
South Korea to Janice. We found something you might want to see.
It just opens the transmission, says go for it.
Okay. Play last 5 minutes.
last 5 minutes of the bridge.
Ask the Skywalker. There's too many of them. What are we going to do?
So, in the bridge, you get a holographic replay.
Yeah.
In the bridge of the freighter, you get a holographic replay. On the the bridge of Janice, what you get is like a visual, like actual like camera feed replay. So on the camera feed replay, you see this just highly robed figure, head to foot, and it looks up to the camera briefly, and while you can see the rest of it, the face is just grayed out and static.
That's pretty cool. I need to learn to do that.
The vibes are off.
The vibes are immaculate. I don't know what you're talking about.
The individual's wearing pitch black robes that are just absolutely covered in blood.
Yeah.
I knew I should have played a blood hunter.
Captain.
Just occurring to me now.
I'm not going to ask again. I just want to know very, very specific information that I know you have. You aren't getting anything out of me, you son of a bitch. You're a monster. I don't care what you call me. Give me what I want to know, and maybe I'll let you live. You want to know what the chalice is, right? Right? Well, guess what? I don't know. You happy? Is that what you wanted to hear? After killing everyone else on this ship? We were transporting 30 civilians in that hold. And that's what you jettisoned them for? Maybe. Maybe not. Now I know that's not all you know. So, you will tell me where the chalice is. Or I'll leave you with my companion. And next to the figure steps out the bone claw.
No.
Horkham visibly shudders at the sight of this thing.
See, I want the chalice to fix something.
The McChalice.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We get fucking DMCA'd for that, I swear to God.
That's
Oh,
copyrighted.
we'll be fine.
That's copyrighted.
It'll be fine. We have
It
7
it was short
viewers.
enough. You're good.
Kind of grabs the captain's wrist and slams them down onto the rest next to him and gets him real close to his face. I know you know where it is. Tell me. I know who you are. You will be a scourge on this galaxy. Children will wake up at night screaming of you. I don't need your prophecies. I need your information. Well, this is getting us nowhere. And from under the cloak, a massive dagger is pulled out and just... And then from there, just the hand slowly desiccates, then the arm, then to the torso until there's nothing but the desiccated corpse left, and the black box fades out.
That was certainly something.
This is going to be a problem, Idris says.
To nobody.
Yeah, yes, I concur.
What do you mean to nobody?
That was a joke.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that thing is, but
Bone claw.
I
That's a
sure
bone
as shit
claw.
don't like it. So Val has not run into the bone claw.
I know, that's why Idris is telling Val what the bone claw is. That
We
it's a
had
bone
the
claw.
conversation with it back a couple months ago now.
By we,
Yeah.
it's mostly me.
didn't
That's the
like
thing
it.
that's
So-
after you guys.
You have one more thing to access with the black box.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there's any
But-
view of the hold or the halls.
But right before, as you are going to access that, as it is after 8 p.m. Sorry, Travis. As you are going to access the cameras of the ship, that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh, I'm glad I have
Oh,
next
next
Tuesday
session's
off
gonna
still.
be good.
Ooh.
Great. Okay, this is fun.
Oh no, that just
You're
means
even-
that people will have to just come and see what happens next.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's
What a
true.
shame.
What a shame.
Looks at Azire's
Your attention,
desensitized
baby.
ass.
Wait. Is this what you kept everybody around for after session 1?
Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay, I had a feeling.
Oh.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay.
And with that,
And
Yep.
thank you everyone for
Uh,
coming. I cannot
yeah.
wait to see to get reactions to what happens next.
another reminder that we have 4 upcoming one-shots all within the next 2 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Have a fantastic rest of your evening. And we will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.